going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Travis back with another video today, and as you can see on the screen, we are back on the Hogwarts Legacy, and we are here in the headmaster's office here, Headmaster Black. As in the last episode, we had to use Polyjuice Potion to turn into him in order to get the password to get in here. So now, obviously, this has to do with the third trial. And obviously we're doing her trial now, and she told us we have to look at this book, so let's figure out what this is. But if you're still enjoying the series, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. Appreciate y'all. Let's hop into it. All right, so it looks like we got swallowed up by the book.
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
Okay.
The first you will need is a cloak. In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now. This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve.
Alright.
I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
This is not what I was expecting from a Harry Potter game. That's for sure.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. Best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
Very sneaky.
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose. Now's my chance. That's the way forward. Be? I think I'm invisible.
The invisibility cloak.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them. This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
Whew. That was very creepy.
One death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
Alright. Nice little black and white theme here.
I've never felt such power. Depulso! Bombarder!
place. So these are like the big 3 items. I forget what they're called, but it's the invisibility cloak. Then this is like the strongest wand or something like that. There's one more item though, I know, but my memory's not good, so I'm not gonna remember the names of these things. But
Defender. Descender. Depulsor. Potato. Bombarda. Bombarda. Defender. Depulsor.
a little combo. I like that. I like that little combo. I like that the Depulso into the Descendo. It's pretty good, to be honest. Come on now. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna have to fight the big guy towards the end, right? I mean, it only makes sense.
A simple stone. This must be for me.
You're far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Not.
She's gone. Neve's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so young.
Let us always honor her memory.
We won't be the same without her.
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
Okay.
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
Well, that trial was a little bit easier than the other ones, I do have to say. See what this one is.
What you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands, it
saw
can...
what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
Yep, and that's what happens when somebody feels power. All right, so I wonder if we're gonna see Isadora at all in this one. So the next one is the Slytherin guy, right?
Is it true? Has someone completed
Or
the
not?
first three
I
trials?
guess not.
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
Well, all right. Well, that's the 3rd trial in the books. We're about halfway to 24. I'm sure we'll probably either have to get to like 24 or 25 for the next one. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit it regardless.
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Alright, so obviously, this next quest with Sebastian, I have to get to level 24. I'm only about halfway there, so we're gonna do a couple side missions in the meantime, and hopefully we can get there fairly quick. And continue on with the main story, but for now we're going to continue with this side mission.
Glad you came.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
I'm ready to go 1v1 against this guy. I don't know. Mrs. Ray, we do hope you reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We've given you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our working together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping. but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track.
I mean,
how to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
The other lady, I mean, her husband got taken. Like, I don't think your situation is nearly as bad. I mean, y'all can run off and be together. Like, I ain't gotta worry about him, but I don't know.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Uh-oh. Something going down? Please tell me Harlow's there. I want to go 1v1 right now. I'm ready. Let's go.
Must be around here somewhere. Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Revelio. Get what's coming to them.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
All right, so I got a couple optional things too. I might want to look for as well. So I can find Filbert's book of poems and find Dibble's love letter. So
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
It's not their work. Using that girl as bait. Anyone's coming for her. You'll just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone.
Oh, you're wasting your time with her, my friend. I've seen her show more affection to a Horcrux.
Hey!
I don't want to work with goblins. Not now, not ever. Rookwood's gone mad.
Gwendolyn's Joe.
Can't believe we're forced to work with these goblins.
Well,
You've the brains of a crab, you.
The peril.
crap.
My own father, if they were galleons in it.
Bombarder! Confront!
You're going to regret that. You've made a great mistake.
Bombarder! Confringo! Defender!
To your knees. Don't think you're going to get out of this alive.
Expulsor!
Bombarder! Confringo!
The more graves I fill, the more galleons I get. Won't hear me complaining. What?
Let's finish this job.
You're as dear to me as an augury whose voice foretells the coming rain. I'm guessing that's the yeah.
It was taken from Agnes
Yeah.
Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
I mean, I don't understand how I was even supposed to get past that, like, stealthily. Like, she basically saw me instantly. I just want to make sure it's checking everything. Because I want to find both the optional... There it is.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Hey!
What was that sound?
Natty must be here somewhere.
Bye-bye.
Someone's here. I sense it. I know you're there. Quickly! Too slow. Expulso!
Bombarda! Confringo!
Incendio! Flash of inspiration. Incendio!
Levioso! Accio! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo!
How did he...
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Lumos.
Any luck with my wand?
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
All right, there we go. I was like, I hear a lot, and I didn't know where it was.
Glad to have this back. Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
He just did a normal attack.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Alright, so now it's time to break out of this place. So I'm going to go ahead and fight our way out. It's just going to be a bunch of fighting. So that was pretty much the main story. And then I'll catch back up with y'all in the next episode. So hopefully y'all enjoyed. We still have a little bit a ways to go to be able to get to the next mission with Sebastian. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification as well. And in the meantime, I'll see y'all later. Peace.